So, hello. Today we'll be talking about unpivoting our pivot table. So, let's start. Here we have our pivot table, and today our goal is to have table like that, as you see here. So let's start. First of all, let's choose this table with the Ctrl A, and then give a name. Let's give a name. So just sort, for example, and let's open our Power Query. We'll go data table, then get data, then let's open it. So we have to make источник and другие источники and пустой запрос. So let's go into formula and excel dot current workbook and parentheses. So as you see here, the result of the formula is our table. So let's open it. Just click into the table, So this is our table. So and let's start to modify. First of all, we have to get rid of this nulls. Nulls is basically the empty spaces, and there's no data, and we'll fill it with the data that above them, like for example accessory or smartphone. So to make it, we'll go to the first of all we have to choose the column and go into transform and press fill and fill down, because we need to fill our data down. So we did it, as you see here. Then we have to do the same thing, but we have to do in rows. Pay attention here, because they are written Noyabr and December and so on. So we have to also fill our nulls, empty spaces. So how we can do it? We can do it by turning our rows into columns. First of all, it's called transponировать, and there are also, you see here, the in a transform tab there are transponировать. We'll press that, and as the same we did earlier, we'll do it again. Go to the transform and fill down, and let's go back and see here. Here we have two rows. It's name of the columns, and it's really uncomfortable, so we need to combine them, the first and second row, and make them our column name. So let's go back again and let's combine them, first column and second column. To combine them, we have to choose them with the control and go to the transform. Then there is объединить столбцы, so that means to combine that columns. So we have to choose our разделитель. I think that's enough. And press OK. So it's done. Then we can go back and transform our columns into rows. So we have here our column names on the first row, so we can do it as a column name. Go to the замена, использовать первую строку в качестве заголовка, and here we have it. And we are ready to do our unpivot. So let's choose our first column with the holding our control and second column. Then let's go to the transform tab and go to the отменить свертывание столбцов, that means unpivot. Here we have three options, but we have to choose second. So we did our unpivot. So let's divide our attribute and divide our months, and we will divide it. So we choose пользовательский. So we did it earlier. So here our result of dividing them. So we have to filter it. So in the column attribute 2, we can get rid of empty spaces, but firstly let's look at the formula bar. Here we split the column into attribute, and in the end of this formula there are two arguments to the two new columns, attribute 1 and attribute 2. So let's change them. For example, на месяц, and instead of attribute 2, let's say показатель. And that's it. So now we can filter our empty spaces in the column показатель. So press OK. So now I did like that there are always written сумма по полю in our показатель column. So let's get rid of them. Just choose it and choose the сумма по полю and choose our показатель column. Go to transform tab and go to the замена значений. So we want to get rid of сумма по полю, so we'll write there, and here